Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Romani. I've been a content creator for a very long time, almost 10 years, and I've been very successful at it, but I have hit some bumps along the road in the past 10 years. So today I wanted to make a video about some of the mistakes that I've made on my content creation journey. Now I know a lot of aspiring content creators follow me, and y'all always tell me about how much you love the tips that I give you as it relates to breaking in the industry of content creation. But I don't just want to keep sharing tips. I want to give you real life examples about where I went wrong and what I could have done better so that it can help you on your journey. My first mistake was doubting myself and moving in fear. I've always been a very creative person, so I always have different ideas in my mind about different content that I can create, but I haven't always acted on those ideas. There were many times where I wanted to do something, I wanted to post something, I wanted to create a video, I had a great concept in my head, but I was doubting my abilities. I was allowing the fear and the imposter syndrome to hold me back. I know when y'all watch these videos of your favorite creators on YouTube and on Instagram, you think,
oh my God, this person doesn't have any fear. They're always posting.
But I'm just going to speak for myself. Even though I am a frequent poster, I still have imposter syndrome. I still doubt myself sometimes. And sometimes I don't want to post out of fear. And sometimes I don't even really know where the fear is coming from. So I'll really have to talk to myself and ask myself, Romani, what are you afraid of? And sometimes it's fear of judgment, and it's fear of what other people are going to say and how they're going to perceive my content. And it's not even like I have somebody specific in mind when I have these feelings of fear and of doubt, but I just think, oh my God, whoever they is, are going to talk about me. They're going to laugh at me. They're going to think that my content is cringe. And I didn't post what I wanted to post. Sometimes I would have these thoughts in my head that I wouldn't get the support that I wanted. Like I could see myself posting and then only getting 5 likes and feeling very embarrassed because you have this amount of followers. Why aren't people liking your stuff? Things that haven't happened. Like I will create a scenario that hasn't happened and it will cause me to be fearful about posting. But this year I was very adamant about just doing it scared, being afraid and doing it anyway. And that's exactly what I did. So I started posting the content that I really wanted to post before on Instagram. And I was so surprised that I actually got more support than I could ever have imagined. Outside of YouTube and like my educational content, I have a very great sense of humor. I would like to think that I'm the funniest person in the world. And so I wanted to post funny content. I wanted to post content where I had a voiceover in the background and I was like doing something on Instagram, like a short Instagram reel. And I always had dreams and aspirations of doing that just because I would hear a sound or I would hear a voiceover or audio on Instagram or TikTok. And I'm like, dang, I could make the perfect video for that. But I always felt like people would feel like it was cringe, or they would say, you know, why is she starting to do that now? Usually she makes this kind of content. I was just afraid of people judging me. But this year I was like, I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. And y'all, my videos literally started going viral and I started gaining so many followers and supporters on Instagram. I literally got 1 million views on one of my reels, and then Cat Williams liked another one of my reels, and then Tabitha Brown commented laughing faces on one of my reels. And that just showed me how much I was holding myself back. I'm like, where would I be right now if I wasn't afraid back then to post this funny content? So I am so adamant on just doing it afraid, but now I'm not even really nervous to post my funny content because people like my content and they look forward to it. So if this is you, like if this sounds familiar and you're like, dang, I want to post something, but I'm afraid that people are going to think it's cringe, just start posting your videos, and then you're going to have that one video that blows up, and it's going to give you the confidence to keep posting your videos because now you know that people do like your videos and you do have the ability to have a good viral video. Another mistake that I made was taking the negative comments to heart. I feel like I appear very strong on the outside. All of my friends and anybody who knows me is always like, you're unbothered, you have thick skin. Everything hurts my feelings. In all actuality, everything hurts. Everything makes me cry. So you can imagine if one of your videos goes viral and people start talking about you, it's going to hurt. Like me personally, it hurts. But even though it hurts, it doesn't mean that you need to give up on what you're doing when it comes to content creation. I know for me, the first time that I got dragged on TikTok, which we'll talk about that, but the first time that I got dragged on TikTok, I felt like I wanted to give up because I didn't want to keep posting and I didn't want people to keep coming for me. And honestly, they was coming for me for no reason. This was the end of 2021. I posted a fitness video on TikTok like during the rise of TikTok, I guess, and another personal trainer in Los Angeles, because that's where I live, he stitched my video and he talked about all of the things that I did wrong. Now, at the time, he had a platform on TikTok of about 2.2 million followers, and I only had maybe like 9,000 at the time, and they dragged me. His target audience was like white gym bros in like high school and college, so they literally were dragging me for filth, and it was really hurting my feelings. But now when I think back on it, I'm like, girl, why were you even allowing that to hurt your feelings? Even though it really was OD, like it was definitely overdoing it. They were calling me fat, they were calling me ugly, they were saying that I didn't need to be a personal trainer, I was stupid, I needed to die. They were saying so many things because TikTok can be so crazy. That's why I really don't even try to get into the comments on TikTok, because TikTok is just a different world, and once they see that negative energy, they're going to like snowball it. But even though that did hurt my feelings, I don't think that it should have got to me as bad as it did. Like, I didn't want to make certain videos anymore because I was just like, you know, I don't want nobody talking about me. Now, I did end up getting over that because I started gaining so many followers, and it honestly was great for my business because the people who did value what I was saying, they were able to follow me and they were able to buy my workout plans and my meal plans. And so it was good for that. So I started to get out of that like depressed state, but for days, and I feel like maybe a week, I was in tears because people were constantly like coming at me, and you can't block everybody. Like, it's hard to block every single person that is talking about you. But honestly, what I've learned is people are fickle. So even though they hate you one day, tomorrow they can love you, and none of it matters. Like, their opinion doesn't even matter. Yes, it's going to hurt, but don't let that sway what you're going to do. Even if you do get a negative comment, that doesn't mean that you need to stop the content that you're creating. As content creators, we always need to remember the bigger picture. If you have a reason and a mission and a purpose for creating this content, like I did for my health and wellness content, you cannot let somebody who does not know you and does not see the value in it, you can't let them talk you out of what you're here to do. We can't allow criticism from people that we don't even know to dictate our creative direction. You have these ideas for a reason. The good comments are always going to outweigh the bad comments. So I'm not going to say develop thick skin because we are humans, but always remember that you do have a supportive community that wants to see what you are posting. The next mistake I made was self-sabotaging after going viral. Everybody thinks it is so fun to go viral, and while it is fun and it can be very beneficial for you as a content creator, it is scary when you have so many eyeballs watching you. When I realized there were so many people watching my content, I started to have doubts inside about if this was something that I should really be doing, or like, is it good? Should I change this? Should I fix this? It's so many people watching, you just get nervous and you start like analyzing every little thing about yourself and about your content. And I even start rewatching my content like, I could have changed this, I should have did this, but you have to trust your initial instincts. If your initial instincts told you to post this thing how you posted it, then that's fine. And it's obviously fine because it went viral and everybody liked it. I really had to learn not to question my success, but to really capitalize on it. So if something is going viral, don't retreat and be like, oh my God, I don't want these people, to see me. I'm going to delete this post and I'm not going to post again. If you see that you are going viral and you see that people like this certain thing, do more of it, because you never know what opportunities are going to come out of that. But you limit your opportunities when you get scared and you delete the post that went viral, because I hear so many times that people are deleting their viral posts because it's too much for them. Like, success is scary. But when you delete that post, you limit the opportunities that you can have. So now whenever I notice that something is doing good, I'm like, okay, I need to do more of this. I don't tell myself not to do it. I just want y'all to remember to stay confident. Like, even if you blow up fast, I know it's going to be so scary, but stay confident and remember why you are doing this and who you're doing it for. For me, I know that I love to help people with my content. So even if it blows up, I'm like, okay, it is helping people. It looks fine. I don't need to analyze it. I don't need to go back and rewatch it. I just need to let it do what it's going to do. And I need to create more things like that. Another mistake that I made was causing myself to burn out. I love content creation. I've always loved being in front of a camera, and I love editing, and I just love everything that has to do with cinematography. But sometimes I just get so exhausted because I try to make myself do something every single day. I feel like since it's Q4, it's October, and we're almost to the end of the year, I feel like we're all like, okay, how many goals can I accomplish? How many subscribers can I get? How many followers? Like, we are just doing so much. And I say we as me, I'm just like, how many milestones can I hit before January 1st? And that has burned me out. And I see that actually right now. I recently saw a post on Instagram that said something like, doing your best is what you can do when you take into account your mental health, not when you don't. I really needed that because I'd be like, okay, I can post on YouTube every day. I can post on Instagram. I can post on TikTok. But it's like, yes, you can do these things every day, but are you going to be okay when it comes to your mental health, or are you going to be burned out because you're trying to do something every single day? For me, I just know like my feelings and my work habits fluctuate. So I'm not on go mode all the time. There might be some times where I'm like, I can pump out content every single day. And like right now, I'm kind of in a phase where I'm like, I can give y'all a YouTube video 2 times minimum a week. I would like to do every single day. Well, actually, I was doing 5 times a week. I was doing Monday through Friday just because I have a flexible schedule as a yoga instructor, as a personal trainer. So I was like, okay, I can do this every single day. But I noticed I was just getting so exhausted. So like, yes, I can do it every single day, but should I? No. I really had to learn that consistency does not mean you have to do something every single day. It means that you have to have a sustainable schedule. So you might not be able to post every single day, but if you tell yourself, I'm going to post 2 times this week, then you're good. You just have to post those 2 times. So I've noticed that instead of giving myself actual days when I have to do something, if I set my schedule at the start of the week, like, okay, I'm going to do this many times, then I can actually get it done. So I had to create a schedule that aligned with my energy levels and my creative levels because like I said, it fluctuates. And I had to give myself grace to where I didn't punish myself if I didn't do something that I was supposed to do. Like last week, I think I only got 3 videos out and I wanted to get 5 videos out. And I was like, oh my God, like you need to be doing this. But I honestly just didn't have the energy. And I'm like, Ramani, you cannot be punishing yourself. You got 3 videos out and that's fine. I'm just kind of at the point where I'm like, yes, I have goals, but I'm not going to burn myself out trying to accomplish those goals. They're going to get done because I am a consistent person, but consistency doesn't mean I have to be burning myself out every single day. And I took maybe the past 5 days off of YouTube, and honestly, I feel so good creating this video. I feel like I'm giving a lot of valuable information because I had time to rest. Like I'm actually excited to make these videos. Sometimes when I make my videos, I make them out of obligation, and I don't want to do that. I want to be passionate about what I'm talking about. Now, the next mistake I made was not having any direction as it related to my content. I remember when my Instagram reels weren't really doing that good, and it's because I would just have an idea, but I really didn't know how to execute it because I didn't know who I was talking to. I go into more detail with this in my Brand Grow Monetize course. I'm going to link it down below. It's going to help you grow your social media platforms, but I didn't have a customer avatar. And now when I say customer avatar, I'm not talking about somebody that you are actually selling a physical product to, even though I have a business. Like if you don't have a business, you still have a customer avatar. Your customer avatar is your ideal follower. So the person that you want to follow you. For instance, I'm a yoga instructor, so I want people who want to do yoga to follow me. So when I'm thinking about the yoga content that I want to create, I need to be very specific about who I'm talking to, because if I'm talking about something that has nothing to do with yoga in my content, it's not going to land with the person that I want it to land with. So when you're creating content, I always want you to think about this. You always want to talk to one person in your content. You want to talk to one person and you want to solve one problem. And I know you're thinking, well, I want to help this person and this person. Every piece of content needs to talk about one problem so that it can land with one person. Because when you're talking to everybody, you're actually talking to nobody, because nobody feels special when they're looking at your content. I don't know if you've ever seen a business post a marketing campaign, or maybe, they have a new product and you're like, oh my God, I need this. You need it because they're talking specifically to you. So I'm not saying be salesy in your content, but I am saying you always want to talk to one person. If I'm making lock content, I want to talk to the person who has locks, not the person who has natural hair. So what really helped me in my content creation is just getting specific about who I was talking to. I didn't necessarily niche down, but I do talk to specific people. I talk to people who want to be healthy, who want to do yoga, who enjoy working out, who enjoy going on long walks. On YouTube, I talk to aspiring content creators, entrepreneurs, people who are on their health and wellness journey. So just really get clear about who your content is for, and you want to reflect that in everything that you post about. And the final mistake I want to talk about is just not being organized when it pertains to pricing. If you're a content creator that wants to work with brands and you want to get paid sponsorships, it is up to you to be doing your due diligence, the research that you need to do to figure out what you should be charging these brands. A brand is always going to try to devalue you by not paying you what you're worth, but that's not personal. It's just they don't want to spend all of their money, and they're banking on you to not know how you should be pricing yourself. yourself. Now, if you're a new content creator that's still growing, it is more than okay to do a gifted collab. And a gifted collab just means you're working for free. They might send you a free gift and you might have to post about it, and that's okay because you're still building up your portfolio. But if you're a seasoned content creator and you know that you create good content, it is up to you to get prices that align with the content that you create. Stop lowballing yourself, because once you lowball yourself, all of the other companies are going to know that you lowball yourself. Companies talk. Now, I'm not saying that you just need to be charging $5,000 for every post just because you want to. Your content actually needs to be good. So you really have to work on your content. But once you know you've worked on your content, you need to start asking around, what are people charging? You need to start looking up influencer calculators or content creation calculators. They're free on Google, or you can even go on ChatGPT and you can put in your follower count and you can ask them how much you should be charging. But if you want this to be your job, really do your due diligence. Have good content and then charge accordingly for that. All right, y'all, those are the 6 mistakes that I made on my content creation journey, and I'm still working through those actively. So don't think that I am perfect. I am still working on them with y'all. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it helped you. And if you like videos like this, I'm gonna link my content creation playlist down below because I talk about content creation a lot. So I have a lot of videos for you to binge watch. And I'm gonna link my Brand Grow Monetize course down below. It's going to tell you how to brand yourself, how to grow your social media platforms, and how to make money from that. So everything that you need is going to be down below in the description box. I thank you so much for watching this, and I'm wishing you so much success on your content creation journey. I'll see you in my next video.